Hey guys, it's RetroGamingNow, and I'm back with Kerbal Space Program. It's been a while since I've played this. Actually, not really. But, so what are we going to be doing today? So, I think I'm going to actually launch a rescue mission to Duna. Because I landed a ship on Duna a while ago, but was not able to return. So let me go to the tracking station and show you where that ship is. I want to build a lander that's able to return from Duna. And I'm not sure how I want to do that quite yet. So, but anyway, if we zoom out, Duna is this planet right there. And I landed one of these landers on it off camera. And we have Rodley Kerman stuck on the surface. So we wanted to try and figure out how to get him back. So, I'm going to try and design a rocket. So a couple of things. I think I'm going to modify a Goliath 2 rocket. But one of the things I realized is that on my Goliath 2 rocket, I'm actually using the entirely wrong command module. And I'll show you what I mean in a minute. So, if I'm over here, if I look at the command module, this is the one I'm using, the TPD12 Cupola module, and that's got a mass of 4.54, and holds 1. This has a mass of 0.84. This has 4.54. This has 0.84. This only holds 1, but we can get more. This holds 3, 4.12, still weighs less than that. So, obviously I have made a mistake here. Lander can, this holds 2. And I think this is what we're going to use, actually. So, now I get to modify this. Take this off. Say goodbye. And hello. So from now on, this is going to be our, whoa there, command module. Now this is decent. As it is, this will get us to Duna, but not off of Duna. So, how do I want to do this? We're going to have to use docking ports somehow, one way or another. Real quick, I got to adjust the crew here. Well, first I want to adjust the flag. I want the RetroGamingNow flag. There we go. Ah, come on. Alright, there we go. So adjust the crew. I'm going to take this guy off. So we've got one empty seat. We can move him up. And so our empty seat's going to be for our the guy we're attempting to rescue. Zoom out here. Okay, so actually Goliath 1 is what we got to the Duna with, and I've not tried a Goliath 2, I don't believe. Okay, so back to parts. So what I'm thinking of doing is doing something where, sort of an Apollo style mission, this thing drops off, goes down, picks him up, and then flies back up. Now the question is are we going to have enough fuel on this end to get back up? I'm not sure. We're going to need quite a few more parachutes. That's one thing we know. So we're going to need utilities, parachutes. I'm going to do a bunch of radial parachutes because the gravity is super low on Duna. Or sorry, the atmosphere is super low. The gravity is also low, but not as low as the atmosphere. So, what's going to happen is this thing's going to detach and land. But I want it to detach and land and have this thing still in orbit. And then this can come back and rendezvous. So the question is, do I want this entire thing coming back with us, or will we have enough fuel in this can here if I come back here to refuel? I'm thinking I want to reattach to this. I kind of want to change this, actually. I'm not sure if I can, though. We're going to put a... I'm not sure if this is going to work, actually. Well, a couple things. Number one, I'm going to put SAS on here, because we're definitely going to need that for what I'm trying to do. Now, what I'd like to do is have, us come back and reattach on the bottom, but we'd have to completely replace this entire thing, and that's really a pain to do, honestly. So we're going to see if we can avoid that. We're going to have to put a docking port. I'm just going to try docking on the side. Now, I don't like the sound of that. I wonder if I can put a docking port on that. Utility, we need docking ports. Excuse me, utility. Clampotron. So I can put it there. So it's hooked to the... Will that work? That might work. We're gonna put some control. Well, first off, we need our Clampotron on the other end. It's hard to select things because there's this glitch where sometimes you can select through the menu. So we want single symmetry. Place that right there. So this is going to come back and dock with this, and then off we go. Because we should be able to get there on this, especially since we've got a lighter module overall. Will this work? It might. Let's try it. This might be one of those episodes that just has tons and tons of tries, or it might be one that just works right off the bat. So we're going to call this Goliath 2 EXT for extraterrestrial, just like our previous ones. Save it, and launch. I'm not sure if I have mech jev on here. Actually, I'll probably also need power supply. Yeah, I always forget these things. That's how it goes. Also, why not, like, lights while we're at it? Or a freaking ladder. Yeah, okay, I forgot some things. We'll come back to it. Like right now, okay. Revert flight to vehicle assembly building. Alright, so back in the VAB, we're going to need a couple of things. First I want to move these out of the way, because I don't want something blocking them, so we need a ladder. Or a mobility enhancer, as they like to call them. Pegasus 1. Those will do. We do not need symmetry here. Actually, we don't want this because we're going to be on the these landing struts, so actually what I want is the one that extends. Whoops, utility. Where is that? Here it is. This one. Alright, so that'll go right there. No symmetry, so that should work just fine. Also, they can jump, so that'll help them out. So I'm going to need power supply, and for that I'm just going to use nuclear, it's easiest. How much does nuclear weigh? I probably should figure that out. 0.08, so that's not going to be enough to make a difference. I'm going to put them here. Yeah, that should be enough. Okay, and then finally I want lights, because we don't know if we're going to be landing in day or night, unfortunately, because we're landing at a specific target. And also mech-jev, if mech-jev's not on here. I don't have to put mech-jev on, so control, mech-jev. Not everything needs symmetry. And lights is the final thing. Utility, lights. Yeah, there we go. That's looking pretty snazzy. Make sure our crew's correct here. Thumben Kerman. Save. Let's launch this puppy. Okay, so to land on Duna, we need the phasing angle to be 44.36. Let's see how I am. 116.89. Okay, so we're going to go and do a warp to phase angle. Oh, it just does it for me. Lead time. Ooh, what's the lead time on this? So this target. 44.36. I will go ahead and do 30 minutes of lead time. That should be more than enough. And warp. So this will take a while, so I'll go ahead and skip ahead to when we're there. Okay, so according to this, we should be 30 minutes off. Looks a bit distant to me, like 6 degrees or so. But that's okay, if I'm going to go and trust it, and we will autopilot this thing into orbit. You know how this works, so I will come back once we are in orbit, because we've done this so many times. I'm just starting this video to inform you I forgot about RCS, but we're going to go ahead and see if this is capable of getting there first, and then come back later. Okay, so assuming that MechChip did the thing right, I should be able to just set a maneuver planner, and rendezvous or transfer a planet, and it should we should get a encounter, and indeed we do get an encounter, so execute the next node. So we've done this correctly thus far. Let's not mess it up. Also, let's be sure to land this time as opposed to crashing in to the planet like last time. And that's sort of why I've got the parachutes. I'm hoping that I won't have to use the rockets too much and might be able to land just on parachutes. I don't know. I haven't done any calculations for this at all. So we'll see if this works. And if it does, good. If not, not as good, but that's okay. I mean, I don't know, worst case, we can revert and just do an Ike. I think Ike is the moon. Plant a flag on Ike, but... Okay, so we're going to time warp a little bit and make our burn. So, unless something major changes, I'm going to be back right when we're about to encounter Duna. And I will be there. Jump cut coming up. Okay, so the time warp is going to be 5 days, which is a little bit ridiculous. I'm actually going to burn a little bit extra fuel and increase our orbit so we can time warp faster, because apparently I missed the window slightly. So, just letting you know what I'm doing, and I'll see you in a minute. Alright, so I've got the new node set up. We need 828 meters per second of delta V, which should barely be just these Rocket Max rockets here. And we got 6 days to wait, so once we made the burn and ready to transfer to Duna, I will be back. Alright, so we are coming in hot on our Duna transfer, our encounter. So, I'm going to time this just about right. Don't want to miss it. I'm going to actually go ahead and quick save real quick right here, because this is the good spot to do it. And right as we get close, I will slowly decrease the speed. We can nail this transfer. And Duna will be behind us, which is what we want. So right here we go ahead and boom. Alright. So on our periaps we're going to add a maneuver which is going to be a retrograde burn. Whoops, to get us in an orbit. And we need a pretty decent amount of delta V, 800. We can do that though. So maneuver planner editor. Excuse me, execute the next node. In 2 days. We no longer need phase angles. We will need it when we're returning, though. And that's another thing. I've yet to actually return from a planet doing anything, so we'll see if I can manage that. 800 is probably going to burn off all of this. And we're going to have to get into a closer orbit, but we can manage, I think. And then I'm going to have to mark these down so we can get there. The fact that we're tilted is not going to matter for this yet. In fact, it probably won't matter at all since we're not even trying to rendezvous with the moon. Where is the moon, actually? There it is. Oh, it's way in there. We got a huge way outside of it. That's okay. So I'm going to have to manually detach these. And if we can make the orbit on just these, I would be pretty happy about that. I don't know. I'm starting to worry that we might not have enough fuel to get back, but you know, we'll see. Things happen. I don't even have RCS, so yeah, we'll see. I'm not sure docking's gonna go so well. That's okay. Thombin. You had fun, right? Alright, so we still do have some fuel left. That is always nice. And that is close enough. So we're going to get as close as we can. How close? Closer than 31 million. So we're going to, let's see, maneuver node planner. Change periapps is what we need to do. To 60. Should be out of the atmosphere. I hope. Gonna have a quick save in case it isn't. And we're gonna need very little velocity change to do this. Yeah, I think that should be out of the atmosphere. So 83, that is an acceptable amount that we'll have to change. Then we're going to have to do one more circularization orbit. And then I'm going to leave this in orbit and detach this guy. And we're going to go land and pick up, I think Rodney is who it is. Yeah, Rodney's stuck. We're going to go pick him up. Because that's what best friends do, right? So 1 second of burn time. We can do that. Perfecto. Now we want to be pretty perfect on this, as perfect as possible. Alright, so now we need to circularize at the next periapse. Circularize at the next periapse. Create and execute, and that will take a little bit more. And I'm not going to erase my quick save just yet. Only once I know for sure that 60 is out of the atmosphere, but it really should be. Because Kerbal goes to 69, this is a much thinner atmosphere. Where is it? I can't find it. Oh, there it is over there. 17 days, so we got some more time before we actually get there. Ike is the moon, so I do want to at some point send a mission to Ike. I certainly do, but this might not be it. Of course, I could make it the mission just to prove that we can get in and out of the atmosphere. Or, excuse me, get in and out of the... like, transfer back to Kerbal. Because I still don't know for sure that we can do that, honestly. But for now, we're going to go and attempt the rescue mission. Worst case, we have a double rescue mission to deal with. Oh, look, it's light. I think he's getting that light from the mech jab. You can't even see. His window's obscured by something. So if this moves at all... yeah, so you can see that's the atmosphere right there. We are definitely way out of it, I'm pretty sure. So, I think we'll be good. 5 seconds of burn, probably too much for these rockets. Ooh, that's pretty close. That's good, actually. That's just about perfect. I'm going to want to separate these pretty soon, once it makes this little 9.8 meters per second. And separate. So those will go off. I intentionally separated them with them still on. And that is good. Alright, so we're going to quick save here. And now comes the tough part. Step 1. Decouple. And you know what? We messed up, because we're going to have to go in there. And I'm not sure that's actually going to be possible. This thing should be flipped. Ooh. That's an issue. Alright, let's deal with it. Mech jab, we need... first I need to figure out where this guy is. Where is Rodney Kerbal? So, whoops. I'm gonna go ahead and snap a picture of that on my phone just to make it easier. Got it? Alright, so I'm gonna set that as my target now. Can I set Rodney Kerman as my target? These are all the same thing. Okay, so now I need landing, shoot, what is it? Landing guidance. And it's already got those there. Land at target. Let's see if we can do this. Last time it failed miserably. So it'd be pretty cool if it succeeds. Here's the thing, if this succeeds but we're out of fuel, I might consider sending down more fuel. I can always do that if I have to. Or send down a rover full of fuel. If we're landing at 60,000, we're pretty... not at 60,000, 44,000. That's pretty poor circularization. Of course, I kind of messed it up, didn't I? Oh, there we go. Guess we're supposed to be burning. I'm not sure we're going to have enough fuel. Quite honestly. Because here's the thing, we're going to have to rendezvous. Oh, you know what I forgot? Also, we should have put a landing computer on that previous thing. Because there's no, it doesn't see it as another ship, it just sees it as debris. Shoot. Alright. Well, let's see if we can at least land it on the spot, if MechJeb can do that, and not crash it. And then we'll go make our necessary adjustments to the plan. Man, we have no fuel left. I need to figure out a better way, better fuel thing here. We're not going to need our lights, thankfully. Basically, I need a better lander in general. All my landers seem to be pretty poorly designed. I mean, they work. That's about all they've got, though. Probably should have SAS on this, but I think it'll manage. It's pretty small. So there's the atmosphere. Very, very thin. And I'm not going to quick save at all, because I quick saved too often last time. I want to see if it can do it. I don't think it can. Alright, so this is the slow descent. You know, it's possible this will be enough fuel to get off. I want to see if it can do it without, like, entirely on parachutes. I would love for it to be able to do that, but I'm not sure it's going to be able to. How fast are we going? 894, that's not... Yeah, we're going to slow down at some point. How long till impact? I don't know, it doesn't tell me. About 4 minutes or so. Somehow I got this stuck on this model. There we go. Alright. So we landed, the previous mission I did off camera was in between the poles, or in between the pole and the non-pole, the temperate zone, I guess I should say. So actually, I'm going to go ahead and quick save now, because so many things have already gone wrong in this mission. And I'm going to warp it up, since I've got an autosave here. Wait till I get into the atmosphere. Because I don't know why it's not warping, quite honestly. Poles, so that looks like polar land there. Alright, let's see if this is going to do anything yet. Still doesn't want to put SAS on. If I crash this, I've got the save, so... Alright, I'm going to go and abort. I want parachutes Where are my parachutes? Activate. Did they... Are they back there? What's the deal with these parachutes? Well, one thing is clear, we're not landing on just parachutes. Let's see if we can just land at target now. If it'll do it for us. We don't have parachutes. Oh, there they go. Let's see if those help us at all. We're not going to have enough fuel, that is for sure. I'm going to board auto land. Let's see if parachutes can do it for us now. I don't know when if these are going to activate, or when, or if they're going to activate. According to this, we should land right on it. Very close to it. And I think this is about last time where we got stuck. I'm going to go and save here. And see if these parachutes will deploy. And if not, I will load the quick save. Doesn't look like these are. Oh, they are deploying. Oh, sweet. These parachutes actually work. Gear. Gear, come on. Still coming too fast. That's okay. And we're going to need to walk Rodney over, it looks like. That should be good there. Donk. Oh no, stay up. Come on, come on. SAS. Ah, shoot. That's why I've got a quick save. And maybe I'll go ahead and let NecJeb finish it off, see if it'll do it. See if it'll at least get us closer. And sometimes parachutes disappear during quick saves, which can be an issue. And it's not going to let us any closer, so this will be good. More parachutes, possibly. SAS definitely has to be on now. As we get pretty close, I'm going to try and decrease to about 5 to 10, somewhere in that radius, range. Should have waited more. Ah, shoot. No. Come on. There we go. That's good enough. Stay up. Stay up. Good. Alright. Now, over here, I want to control Mr. Radley here. Alright. So, we've got a walk ahead of us. But we do have this, so we should be good to get there. We're actually moving pretty fast. Because the gravity is... whoops. Gravity's low enough where we can sort of fly around on this rocket suit. Whoa there. Donk, donk, donk. Donk, donk. We might be able to salvage this mission, assuming he'll stop moving. Alright, rockets on. Rockets. Rockets. On. What's going on here, buddy? Slow down. Alright, he's slowing down. Get up. He's not dead, is he? Turn rockets off. How do I do that? Come on. I do believe R is the... Well, whatever, just sprint. Or whatever, just use your rockets, I don't care. You're basically there anyway. Okay, so Rodney, you better make this worth it. Took a lot of effort to get here, and you might not even be getting off. You might not have a friend though. All right. There we go. You can turn off your rocket suit now, please. So now we need to extend the mobility enhancer. Book it, Rodney. Come on. There's the flag. Might as well plant the flag once we get this guy inside. So now we'll go back to this. Extend the mobility enhancer. And despite the fact there's a light in the way, why can't he climb it? F, there we go. Hope this doesn't knock him off. Shoot. Alright. Can we jump up? Yes, he should be able to jump up. And despite my mobility enhancer... F, come on! Come on! Ah, shoot. This has definitely happened before. Gotta be ready with the F to grab. Oh, too far away. There we go. Board. There we go. So we have two Kerbals on board. Rodley. Oh, it's Rodley, not Rodney. And Thombin. And not enough fuel to get back. So, let's just try this. I'm just curious to see how far we can get using ascent guidance. And I'm going to set mine for a low orbit, like 30. And let's just see how far we can get. And that is it. Our Rapwaps got to 11,000. Space Center, leave anyway. So, adjustments have to be made. I'm going to put some more weight on the lander as opposed to on the actual, as opposed to like rendezvousing. I'm see if I can do it straight from the lander. Let's go back over here and just check, see who's still on here. Okay, so we just have one ship here, which we will have to rendezvous with yet again. And, well, actually, this is a good way to end the episode, so I know what I need to add, and I will do that in the next episode, but as always, it's been RetroGamingNow. If you liked, rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you later.